Okay, last thing we're gonna do here, and this is something that gets overlooked in baseball tremendously. It is actual core strength, and I got some drills here that I'm gonna show you. They're very easy to do. You can do it 7 minutes or less. It depends on the ability of the kid that you want working this. I highly recommend doing this after every practice. Teach the kids the drills. They can do it every other day, daily on their own. But you'll be amazed at how much more core strength you can develop just by doing some simple body weight exercises. Now, a 4-year-old can do this, and an 84-year-old can do this, and anywhere in between. All right, and it doesn't require weight, doesn't require anything like that. But what it's doing is it's helps strengthen functional mobility muscles, which are so important in our sport. Okay, it will help pitchers be their mechanics because they'll be able to move their body better. It will help hitters swing better. It will help fielders move better. There's all kinds of stuff that core body strength, your glutes, your inside of your hips, your trunk area, lower back, all that stuff that has to work together for you to actually be functional in our sport. Okay, so I call this 7 minutes of fun. You can debate the title for that if you want to do these. All right. So basically, it works 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. I'm going to show you just kind of the drill progression here. I'm going to tie up on this, just kind of show you what we call the exercises, and I'm just going to demo them real quick. And you just get you a stopwatch or your phone, time it. 40 seconds of actually working is what you want to end the game with, and then 20 seconds rest before you go to the next drill. If you're just starting out, the kid, do 20 and 30, or 20 and 10, or come up with whatever that they can be successful with, and then build them up to the whole 40 seconds. All right, so here we go. First one is sumo squats. So Michael's going to do 5 sumo squats for us, and go. What you're looking for there is a deep-seated squat. He's going to begin. You want to keep a good posture, big chest, lock your lower back in. Okay, and he's seated down. See how his rear end gets below his knee line, and he comes back up. Okay, that's called a sumo squat. Again, that works legs, that works core strength because you have to be balanced down and up. Okay, all right, the next one is called pinned bridge. It's just a variation of a regular plank. Okay, he's going to start out with his forearms down, his palms are going to be flat, and it's called pinned because you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together when you come up into a plank position. All right, so he's going to have his feet together, all right, and up. Okay, you can see how his arms are slightly wider than his shoulders, which makes it a little bit more difficult. Obviously, if they're having trouble with that, have them squeeze their arms in a little bit to right under their shoulders, and that'll give them more support. But you want to make sure they're pinning those shoulder blades in. All right. Another thing is make sure the belly button's off the ground. Okay, and tell them pull that belly button into their spine. Okay. All right, you're good. Okay, that's the second one. It's called pin bridge. All right, the third one, mountain climber jumps. Okay, mountain climber jumps. All right. Okay, so he's going to get kind of a plank position. Everybody's done mountain climbers before. This one, you're going to actually be pulling your knees up into your chest and donkey kicking out and bouncing back and forth. All right, so here you go. Mountain climber jumps. Go ahead, Michael. You can see how he's pulling his knees in, kicking those feet back out. Okay, you get upper body strength with this, and you're working your core muscles because you're having to move your legs in and out. All right, you're good, bud. Okay. All right, the next one is regular bows and toes plank. Okay, so you can do it 2 different ways. You can either just get a regular plank position. Go ahead. Whereas a regular plank position, you want to tell them make sure your palms are directly under your shoulders to help support that shoulder joint. Okay, and again, okay, yep. Okay, pull that belly button into your spine. Okay. Nice flat back, okay? Or you can do a variation for get down on your elbows here. And just regular where you have your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Either one, the old bows and toes. Okay, you're good? All right, this one. This is always a favorite. Knuckle push-ups. Oh. Okay, knuckle push-ups. Or fingertips. All right, you can either do them with your knuckles like this. If you got an area where, that's not where possible, or you're on the floor or something, you want to do that, just kind of spread your fingers out a little bit, and fingertip push-ups is the same variation of that. All right, so here you go. You can do fingertip ones.
I don't like fingertips.
Okay, here we go. Give me a couple of them. All right, and you got a good flat back, all the way down, all the way up. I'll tell you what, you do 40 seconds of those, whatever your age, is pretty good. Okay. All right. Okay, the next one is called flying elbows. All right, it's a variation of the plank, except you're going to do basically in 2 side planks. Okay, so you're going to start out in the plank position. All right, and flying elbows, go. He's going to rotate around, all right, and you have him, tell him to take your eyes and follow your palm, okay? So now what you're working on is obviously your core work, but you're also working something very important to rotational sport players, is what we call the thoracic spine, that mid portion of your spine where you're having to open up. Throwing, you have to use that. Hitting, you have to use that. It's a big time muscle group that you use in baseball. Okay, and the last one the kids have a lot of fun with here are catcher hops. Okay, catcher hops. I like to make this fun for them. You know, give them a baseball or a wiffle ball or something. And what they're going to do is they're going to get in a catcher stance and they're basically going to hop around. Okay? Hop around. He's not going to have his hand like that. Put your hat back on. All right? And so here's where the ball comes into. You know, you can get a couple of them, 3 or 4 of them together. You just have them kind of toss the ball. They're having to catch it. And they're hopping around. Okay, flipping it back to you. Yeah, next thing you know, 40 seconds is gone, and then they've had fun with the ball. So, okay, those are, you know, if you do the 40 second on, 20 second off, that works right out to about 7 minutes. So 7 minutes of fun. And I think if you can use these a couple times a week, you'd be surprised at how much stronger your kids can get with having to use weights, and you're getting core stability strength, which is huge in our sport.